So in general, the area is off limit for the public, but here you can bring your boat. So you can use this location to get your boat back into the water after the dam.
Ich ne. Was tust du denn? Was tust du denn? Ja. Komm mal, ja. Komm. Oh, hey, lass das. Lass das. Hey. Oh.
If you want to start your Reuss adventure in Bremgarten, we recommend a different starting location. We only started here because we continued our journey from the upper segment of the Reuss. If you start from here, you will either have to carry around or go through one very dangerous rapid directly in Bremgarten. So, given that we hadn't scouted the location before, we decided to go out and carry our boat around. You can save yourself the trip by just starting later in Bremgarten.
Upsala. Karne, oder?
Ja.
Kannst so. Ich hab's. So, we are back on the river for another round of Götle. This one starts right where we left off the last time. Behind me, you can still see the dam. For this one, we had to get out of the river. But since the day was young, we decided to continue onwards. Bremgarten itself is a beautiful panorama that we will now flow through. But I guess if you're doing like the trip from Bremgarten down to the point where Aare, Limmat and Reuss meet, at that point you will probably enter the river after Bremgarten, especially since there's like, it didn't seem like there was any public transport available at the starting point. But for us, given that we were right there from our last tour, it was really easy to just get back into the river. Yeah, we'll of course link you the transportation options down in the description of the video. But for now, we can just sit back and relax. There's good current again, and we're up for the wonderful panorama of Bremgarten. So, turns out continuing directly is not that easy. There's another location where, like, technically you're allowed to go through, but without having seen it, it was a bit too risky, so we actually exited the water again. I had to carry it just another time. But from now on, we should be good. Like, the river is like a lot more natural here, so there will be a lot more trees at the river banks and a lot more stones somewhere below the surface. But yeah, hopefully it's going to be just as nice or even nicer. And yeah, we'll see. But yeah, if you enter here, just go after that one last power plant and things will be so much easier. After all that hectic of carrying the boat, and oh my god, this boat is way too heavy, this is now the perfect thing to cool down. It's nice and cold, like maybe at 22 degrees Celsius, and so nice. Perfect activity for such a day. And especially today, where it's so empty and so calm, really nice. So the start is already a lot rougher, but also a lot of fun. Like nothing too dangerous. With a good boat, no problem. But definitely a bit of white water. Really nice, really fun. Few waves. I like it so far.
The upper segment of the Reuss offers a lot of swimming opportunities. In the lower segment you will be faced with a lot of rapids and rocks below the surface, so less swimming but a lot more adventure. To be safe, you need to be on the lookout for rocks under the surface and for sticks sticking out of the water. Due to the rocks below the surface, a higher water flow is actually preferable for this lower segment. For a safe trip, it is recommended to have a minimum flow rate of 150 cubic meters a second and a maximum flow rate of 270 cubic meters a second. We will put a link to the location where you can check the flow rate down in the description of the video.
So this segment was a bit rougher again. There's quite a few rocks right below the surface. So yeah, a lot of bumps. And she got a quite a nice wave hit directly into her face. And yeah, like nothing too difficult, but you really need to pay attention where you go. And if you go with a tube, you definitely need to paddle. You need to be aware of the rocks and you need to be able to get out of the way. But on a boat like this, no problem. Easy going. And we just enjoyed that. Fun little ride. But overall, so far, I would say I like the second part a bit more. It's a few more of these segments that have, yeah, a bit of rapids, not too bad, a little bit of fun, less calm, but also more trees, more nature, really beautiful.
Lekker?
Nej.
Niet zo.
so empty here that sometimes you really feel like there's no one else in the world. We're almost at the exit of the second leg. The second leg was a bit shorter. The first one took roughly, I would say, 4.5 hours. With the second one, we might be roughly at around 4. But really nice segment. Beautiful forests on either side. You almost feel lost and really relaxing. But the first part had a lot more areas where you could take a swim. On the second one, there's a lot more wild water and rocks everywhere. Still a very nice segment, and I'm really glad we also did this one. Life is tough. Look at her. There's barely any life left in her. Luckily, we're close by to civilization, and we will be able to get her off this boat soon enough. As I mentioned, yes, here we have to get out of the water. After a few hundred meters on the right side, there will be our exit. So just when you reach the start of the village, there you will have to enter, or there you will have to exit on the right side of the river.
The signs to stay on the right side of the river are appearing quite early. You will have to continue for quite a bit, but the exit is well marked. Continue past the meadow for swimmers and only exit at the sign to not disturb anyone. We hope you had a good time on the Reuss with us. If you enjoyed the video, please consider supporting our channel by pressing the like button.